Welcome to Career Connections. And today we're delighted to have with us Kisha Gauthier, who is the lead career counselor with the Workforce Solutions of the Golden Crescent. And her presentation at this time will be on marketing yourself. So we're going to turn it over to you, Miss Kisha, to give us some good information and tips.
Awesome. Thank you, Kathy. Like Kathy said, my name is Kisha, and I am a lead career counselor for Workforce Solutions Golden Crescent. Um, the presentation today is marketing yourself. The one I'm using actually comes from our MAPS workshop that Rick presents once a month, the second week of every month. So I just kind of took a section out of that, and that's what I'm going to present to you guys today. So, marketing yourself. Marketing tools are used by companies to promote their products and industry names. Um, a lot of times you'll get when you go to like the job fairs or whatever it is, you're going to get the pens, the koozies, the pencils, and that's one way of marketing yourself, your organization, your company. Um, there's so many different ideas and different ways that you can market. So, today's job hunting environment, the most successful job seekers are those who understand the value of marketing and who apply the principles that companies have used for years to successfully sell their products. And that being said, there, um, we would normally ask, what do you think marketing yourself means? So, with that, we're going to help you to better understand how you can use and apply key marketing principles and concepts to better position yourself in the job market. This here and take key notes because you get one time to make a good impression. One time. If you fail that first time, you can try 1,000 times after to build that first impression back up, but you won't never have a second chance at a first impression. So it's simply communicating why someone would want to interact with you. So here, because we do elevator speeches, so this is where you would form your elevator speech because you want to include honestly presenting yourself in a positive feature. That way it interests the other person because you don't want to sit and say, okay, well, I'm my name is Kesha. I'm looking for a job. I can work with customers, and I don't know what else I can do. So if you think about that, it's like, okay, well, this person has no clue. Rather than me coming to you and saying, hey, my name is Kisha. I'm a lead career counselor with the workforce. I'm looking to enroll new clients. We have several different programs. If you'd be interested, please let me know. So that becomes more, you have a good feeling when you're presenting yourself. You don't never know who you're going to run into. So we say elevator speech because of the fact that it's a 30-second speech, long enough to ride up in an elevator. You could be next to a CEO of a company that you've been really trying to get into and have no idea. But you introduce yourself and you tell them who you are, what it is you want to do, or what you're looking for. That way they know. And rather than saying, okay, well, I can work with customers, but I really don't know what I want to do. When you say it like that, it's already like they already quit listening to you because you're unconcisive, and you're unsure of whatever it is you're looking for. So you have to keep in mind that people market themselves successfully have a better opportunity to secure employment. And it goes back to the elevator speech. You would you want to hire somebody that is hesitant and isn't ready to get out there, or would you want to hire somebody that you think is fully confident? Not saying you're when you give your speech, it doesn't mean, oh my God, I have to have this confidence and this is, you're hyped up and you have every bit of faith in you. When you give it, you should act like that. But deep down inside, you might not. But it's the first impression that counts. And you don't want to talk low and slow and like you just have all day to do it. Um, so here it's going to be consider what you're trying to achieve. What do you want? Are you wanting to do a volunteer, help help at the homeless shelters? Are you wanting an intern? Are you wanting to go to training? Or do you just want that certain job? Make sure that you have you're not negative. Make sure that the final aim is to get that job, that volunteership, that internship, the training, whatever it's going to be that'll get you there. If you develop the right job interview mindset and focus on your strengths. So, I'm going to give you an example. I am not sure what I want in life. I do not really have any strengths. I like to play video games and ride around. So that would be our negative marketing skills. You don't want to, they don't care if you want to play video games all day. You're not going to do it at the job. So why even put that out there unless you're one of those lucky ones and get like the animated jobs or where you're creating games like through graphic designs. Um, but try something like I would like to work as a graphic designer. I have knowledge in this area. I can create designs and visuals on the computer utilizing a program that I've designed myself. So there's like, it's more upbeat and you know what you're looking for. In that one sentence, you gave them what you want, your strengths, and what you have accomplished. You want to be a graphic designer. You have the knowledge in this area. You have the ability to create designs and visuals because you utilize a program that you've designed. So when it comes down to it, that'll tell you which one would you run with. Do you want to be the negative Nancy or do you want to be the positive one that's going to get that job? So just always remember you have to, it's the tone in your voice, the way you say things, and choosing the right things to say. I would say practice elevator speeches before, like start building them now. If you need help, come to the workforce. We can help you. If you want, we can always schedule something where we do just nothing but elevator speeches because that is what the one main thing a lot of people don't have. But if you can do it and tell them what you want, your strengths and your accomplishments in 30 seconds, that's a start. And that's a plus for you. So here we have you should review and reflect on these questions in relation to your job history and career. And remember, a lot of y'all don't have a job history. If you've never worked, that's fine. But where have you been? Where are you at now? Where will my career be if I do nothing? Where do I want to go with my career? How do I get there? How do I convert my plan into action steps? How do I make changes to my plan if not getting success? And then list 3 why hire me statements to accompany each feature you want and need from a job. So, if you're looking, say, for volunteer work or like an internship, okay, have you interned before? Have you volunteered before? That's where have I been? I've been a volunteer at the church for the church classes. For I volunteered at the homeless coalition. I volunteered in the soup kitchen. Different things like that. And then where are you at now? You have, you might not have much, but you have some experience volunteering. You're on that path. So they'll know, okay, well, he or she was a volunteer at the soup kitchen. So, hey, we need volunteers over here at this other, like Meals on Wheels. So then their mind goes to thinking, okay, well, if you have that, then we could place you here. Now, the one that gets me is, where do I want to go with my career? A lot of the younger adults have no idea what they want to do. Heck, some of the older adults have no idea still. So it's not something to look down on. It's something to reach out and ask for help. When you want to build your career and you want to get out there, tell somebody, school counselors, the college counselors, find a workforce and tell them, hey, I don't really know what I want to do, but this is what I can do. Market yourself that way because we can help build those skills. We can help get you where you want to go, but it takes you to build that confidence in yourself. It takes you to say, okay, this is what I have planned, but I have not no clue how to even get there. Then what do I do? It doesn't even have to have, like, in here it says, how do I convert my plan into action? You can say, okay, well, I want to do LVN. How do I get there? What do I do? So the first thing we're going to ask is, okay, well, why do you want to do LVN? There's your time to market yourself. Okay, well, my sister is an LVN. My mom was an LVN. You know, the medical field runs deep into our family. I've seen them help people. I want to do that. Because, Lord forbid, I'm going to tell you guys, medical is not for everybody. Not for everybody. But you want to build that. You want to tell them, okay, well, you want to hire me because. So, here, what are you trying to sell? Look at yourself honestly and ask why you want the job or the move that you're focusing on. Focus your attention on projecting yourself in the right way. You should be able to answer questions effectively. Position Positioning, which involves developing a sorry, perception in the eyes of the employers, is a 4-step process. What are you trying to sell? This is where you want to think outside the box for yourself. And I say that because everybody is going to think on the same terms. So you're going to identify a set of possible competitive advantages to build your position. What are those? What's a competitive advantage for the possible employers? Okay, so what if you're gonna, okay, you select the right competitive advantages? You need to do your research. Whatever company, whatever organization, whatever it is you want to do, you need to do your research. Find out what they look for in their employees. Find out what you should have. What skills do you need? What strengths do you need? Um, Find out where your weaknesses are, because when you walk in and tell them, "Hey, I'm an effective listener. I can communicate pretty well. I know computer skills, some. I can be a problem solver." They're going to be like, "Okay, well, everybody can do that." My thoughts are, look at the active skills that you have. Look at building those skills using utilizing different terms to make it sound better. So you walk in and you say, "Hey, I know how to actively communicate. I'm able to master new skills quickly. I have technical skills, knowledge. That's one thing. I Technical skills would be surrounded by like your Microsoft Office, computer skills, um, operating the fax machine, the copy machines. Those are items that utilize the technical skills. But if you tell them computer skills, well, anybody, you know, it doesn't tell them the technicality of it. If you say technical skills, well, then, hey, oh, they know technical. It sounds a lot better. And then tell them you're a convergent thinker instead of a problem solver. You have to think outside the box when you're trying to express who you are. You want them, if you're in the line of, say, 50 applicants or whatever for the position you're looking at, you want you to stick out. You want them to say, "Oh my gosh, this applicant right here." And it doesn't mean you don't go in there and tell them, "Oh, I can do this and I can do that," and you have no idea what you're talking about. Because if they decide, "Okay, well, we're going to hire them," and you don't know any of that, you can't lie to them. So here, you're effectively communicate and deliver your chosen position to the market. How can you develop a successful communication message? And here's where those skills come in. List at least 10 to 15 reasons why an employer should hire you. This will help you honestly, fully express yourself, improving your hire opportunities. So you, you need to, and it's not saying you have to use 15 reasons why. You choose out of those 15 that you pick, and you say, "Okay, I can actively communicate." Instead of teamwork, you can say, "Hey, I'm a leader. I like to lead, not follow." You know, you can work independently. You're a motivator. That's just some of the stuff, instead of using the "I'm a problem solver and I can effectively communicate," because employers hear that all the time. They hear that all the time. Who is your audience? You need to figure out who your audience is going to be and what you're trying to achieve. You don't want to talk to a group of 20-year-olds like you would to a group of, say, 50-year-olds. You need to know who you're talking to. Make it where you can get your point across to any age group and you won't have to worry about that. So you have to understand the people you're talking to. This means, again, doing your research of the company. Put yourself in their position and consider what the employer wants to hear. Don't tell them what you think they want to hear. Tell them what they want to hear. Don't go in there and say, "Oh, I can do all this. I can print these and I can uh, graphic design this and I can." And again, you can't do any of it. Just because you read it and that's what they do doesn't mean that's what they want you to tell them. You need to present your skills and experience in the best possible light. There should be careful thought in advance and must be realistic. Again, don't lie to them. Honesty, even if it's where you have to figure out, you have to work it, you have to have somebody else come through and help you say, okay, well, ask for advice. Tell them, hey, I need to present myself honestly, openly, but yet you're marketing yourself to where you're not looking like a show off. Nobody likes show offs, but you're not looking like you just have no idea who you are. Reach out for the help. Um, Again, here is one. It says applying for a job in an industry you have no experience in. You will need to explain how your skills are transferable. So then you can take the skills that you've learned, say from school, from volunteer work, from different things, and you can take those skills. What they are is it's skills that you can use with anywheres. You can transfer them from one place to another. So, like the communication, the technology skills, any of that. I have one client. Sorry, I have one client that she had really no skills. Put her with a phone company for cell phone, and she was a whiz. So skills like that, even knowing how to work the cell phones. Okay, there's a lot of us out there that we're not very good at those. So then they go to the cell phone companies and they ask, okay, well, which one do you recommend? Or can you help me with this? Those are transferable skills. Nobody taught you that. You taught yourself. You taught yourself. So you can use that at a job. So if that's what kind of job you're looking for, there you go. So the distribution channel consists of a set of individuals who will help you distribute your product, so which is yourself, to the employer. So you have your networking, you have recruiters, the workforce, you have cold calling, and then your universities. And what I mean by that is like we can help you and we have people we work with. So you're networking out where we can do this, that. Cold calling is just calling a business and saying, hey, I'm looking for a position as whatever. I have these skills. Are y'all hiring? You never know. They may be like, oh, well, we do need somebody like that. We have the workintexas.com, which is a job search website. It's another place that you can enter, like you do assessments and all kind of different things to kind of give you those skill sets and tell you, okay, oh, I have this skill and I didn't know it. That way you can use it towards whatever it is that you're looking for. Also, you can job search on there. Look into the local newspapers. The I know Facebook, Twitter, all those social media sites, Instagram. A lot of people post job postings. Look at those. See where you fit into that. Is that something you could do? Is this something you want to do? Speak to people at the colleges. Hey, you may already completed 2, 3 years. Okay. get help from them. They may know people that know people, and it's just getting your name out there. So then, be more proactive. Great things about the process is you want to make sure you know the job you want, you know the strengths you bring to the position, understand the company, and know the people you're talking to. That's I've done said it I don't know how many times, and right there you're perfectly placed to market yourself to these companies before they know they need you. So you can target companies you feel that would benefit from your skills, send resumes to them. You can email them, take the resumes in, um, follow up on your emails, your resumes when you email them. Call up there and say, hey, I sent an email last week and with my resume, and I was wondering if you had time to look at it. It's not going to hurt anything. The most they can tell you is no. But it puts it on their mind. Oh, well, let me go back to the email and check. It's not a slow, I mean, a short process. There's times that it's going to take a while to get you out there, but it's the push, the drive to get that marketing yourself out and learning that elevator speech and pitching it over and over to where maybe one day it catches and says, oh, wait, I didn't know you could do that. You may have said it before and they weren't paying attention. So, how can you be more proactive? Look at it sorry, look at it as a reward. You're you're out there, you're doing this, you're doing that, and you go in that job and you introduce yourself, and you've got 30 people lined up. Don't know how many people interviewed in front of you, and you're sitting there and you're like, okay. You walk out of there with that job because you knew what you wanted. You had those skills. You just didn't throw it at the just the lame terms. You went outside the box. So it reduces your chances of not getting that position if you walk in and say, you stand confident and you tell them what you want, tell them your skills, tell them what you know. You stand confident and you're going to get the job. And then the personal branding, again, it's going to be your elevator speeches. Um, the main thing is 30 seconds. You don't want to say 500 words in 30 seconds. You want it short, understandable, and done. But you want that point to get across. And then this is a few other things, just like the example, what draws you to different companies. And this is what you want. This is what you want. Just like that commercial. You're in good hands with Allstate. So think on that. If you have questions, let us know. We're easily to be reached and we can help with that. Even if it's just saying, hey, can you read this and tell me what you think? So thank you guys for the time today. And if you have questions, you reach out to a superior other and get the assistance you need. But remember, be positive, be confident, and be honest.
We really want to thank you for the information that you shared with us and particularly the specific examples and gave us some good ideas on how to market and brand ourselves in a positive way so we can find the, career of our preference along the way. So thanks again, Miss Kisha, for sharing that information with us. And could you end with giving perhaps a contact phone number or a way that the viewer could follow up?
Yes, I'm going to put it in the chat box real fast. And I do work the WIOA program, so if you need any kind of help, you let us know. So I've put my phone number and extension, and I've put my email address there. So if you have questions or if you're seeking advice as far as how to start building towards marketing yourself and getting that your personal brand, let us know. That's what we're here for.
Very good. Well, thank you so much again.
Thank you.